In today's news, Dr. Henry JARECKI accused of rape by Epstein victim. Trial for NAJAN Christopher gets underway. BVI placed in danger zone by Health Ministry. UN associate members continue finance talks. Be prepared for the hurricane season. Premier, of course, the customer service representative, of course, is underway. And YouTuber charged with sedition and TNT. BVI athletes excel in sporting events. The first Patrick Harrigan relays a success. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay. I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, Dr. Henry JARECKI, a 91-year-old philanthropist with strong ties to the British Virgin Islands, is facing accusations of rape in a lawsuit filed in a Manhattan court. An unnamed woman has accused Dr. JARECKI of repeatedly raping her between 2011 and 2014. JARECKI's attorneys have vehemently denied the allegations, calling them false and baseless. According viewers to multiple news reports, including the article from the Wall Street Journal, the woman alleges that convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein introduced her to JARECKI for mental health treatment. Instead of providing the help she sought, the lawsuit claims JARECKI sexually abused her. The complaint further alleges that JARECKI used his friendship with Epstein to obtain young females for sexual abuse. JARECKI's attorneys, Sarita Kidea, issued a strong denial on her behalf of the client, and she said, and I quote, "The allegations will be shown to entirely be false and baseless. Dr. JARECKI never engaged in any abusive conduct with the complaint or any other person." While Dr. JARECKI's name appears in Epstein's now public address book and in the flight logs of Epstein's private planes, his dealings with Epstein were not previously known to the public. Epstein, who was convicted of sex offenses, died in 2019. Dr. JARECKI is well known in the British Virgin Islands, where he owns the popular Norman Island and Guana Island. He is also the founder of the Youth Empowerment Foundation, a privately funded program in the British Virgin Islands that provides opportunities and activities for young people. More to come as the story develops. On May 21st, the trial began in the case of former International Affairs Secretariat Ms. NAJAN Christopher. The proceedings took place before Magistrate Kadeen Palmer and saw witnesses and testimonies by the Deputy Governor of the Virgin Islands, Mr. David D. Archer, Jr., along with Attorney General Don Smith. Much of the testimony was focused around the diplomatic note which Christopher allegedly printed on an official letterhead from the Office of the Premier and used the stamp of the territory's International Affairs Secretariat. Days after former Premier Andrew A. Foy was arrested, Christopher allegedly sent the note to the United States Office of International Affairs. The letter was then used by Foy's defense attorney, Teresa Van Violet, in a Miami court as part of an attempt to invoke head of government immunity. The note also claimed that at the time, Foy was immune from arrest and detention in the United States by virtue of his position as the Virgin Islands Premier. It stated, and I quote, "The Office of the Premier of the Virgin Islands hereby further confirms that it is the official position of the Government of the Virgin Islands that the Honorable Andrew A. Foy, at the time, as most senior member of the Cabinet, holds high-ranking office in the Virgin Islands, and on that basis, immunity as recognized by the international and domestic law akin to heads of government immunity." Christopher was charged in October of 2022 and has since pleaded not guilty to charges of breach of trust by a public officer and false assumption of authority. Following the 2 days of testimony in her trial, the trial was adjourned to July. Director of Public Prosecutions, Director Tiffany Scaliff Esprit, used the testimony to insinuate that Ms. Christopher sent the diplomatic note without proper approval or advice of senior public officers, including the Attorney General and others. Christopher's attorney presented her as an experienced public officer who did her very best in a very tough situation. The British Virgin Islands has been placed in, and I quote, danger zone due to a significant increase in active cases of fever and respiratory syndromes. According to a recent press release from the Ministry of Health and Social Development, the Epidemiology and Surveillance Unit within the ministry reported a marked rise in cases across both the under 5 and over 5 age groups. They said, and I quote, "Last week's increase in associated with the increase of SARS-CoV-2 cases, which represents approximately 52% of fever and respiratory reports. In light of these developments, the ministry is urging the public to remain vigilant. Healthcare providers are advising persons to conduct necessary tests on patients and, of course, presenting anyone with fever, symptoms, and respiratory issues to ensure accurate diagnosis and a timely treatment. The public is also being encouraged to prevent, of course, by using masks and practicing proper hand and respiratory hygiene to curb the spread of infections. The ministry has emphasized the importance of these precautions in protecting public health and preventing further escalation of the current situation. As the BVI navigates this crucial period, community cooperation and adherence to health and guidelines are crucial. Residents are advised to stay informed through official channels and seek medical attention if they are or their loved ones exhibit any of the fever and respiratory illnesses. The British Virgin Islands and other associate members of the United Nations regional commissions, including the Economic Commission for Latin America and the Caribbean, and the Economic and Social Commission of Asia and the Pacific, successfully completed their participation at the 4th Annual Conference of Small Island Developing States in Antigua and Barbuda. The conference concluded on May 30th with significant strides made in acknowledging and recognizing the unique financing needs of these small island developing states. At the closing segment of SIDS 4 conference, the associate members' needs for international support were prominently highlighted. This recognition stemmed from an intervention made by the Premier of the British Virgin Islands, Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley, during the SIDS interactive dialogue on finance on May 28th. Premier Wheatley emphasized the critical need for access to climate finance and broader development finance to help build climate resilience and advance sustainable development in the associate members.
The British Virgin Islands is a member of the SIDS family. However, we find ourselves locked out of climate finance and development finance more generally. Our needs are great and we do not receive any form of external budget support. This is a very serious problem because for many associate members like us, a resource gap exists where we do not have the needed resources to build up our climate resilience and sustainable development. Just last night, those associate members present here in Antigua and Barbuda met to discuss this critical issue. Our political status and per capita income are cited as the reasons for not being eligible for support, but our vulnerability has not been properly factored into decisions by donors and even our administering powers. Like other SIDS, associate members are affected by more frequent and powerful storms, sea level rises, global inflation, and high borrowing costs. We are just as vulnerable as other islands. Just like other SIDS, we need concessional financing and grants to close this gap.
This intervention followed a high-level caucus meeting of the associate members held on March 27th, organized by the Government of the British Virgin Islands and UN ECLAC. During the meeting, BVI Special Envoy Mr. Benito Wheatley called for enhanced coordination and cooperation between the associate members, stronger engagement within the UN system, unified messaging on the need for access to climate and development finance, and the establishment of a UN-supported forum on sustainable development for the associate members. Viewers, the associate members agreed to collaboratively closely on the implementation of the new SIDS program of active and to pursue the creation of an associate members forum on sustainable development within the support from the United Nations. Up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Angie, how can I get my claims paid quick? Rent's due next week.
CG processes 99% of claims within 5 days. Remember when I was hang gliding with those goats? I caught a gust of wind and flew right into a moving car. Every appendage was in the cast, and they paid fast and fairly. That's what I get for trusting a man with a mustache and an eye patch. Now I gotta go. I'm meeting the guy who bedazzled my toes.
99% of claims are processed within 5 days. CG Insurance. Good like that.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. In a recent address to the public, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natayo D. Wheatley urged citizens of the Virgin Islands to prepare for what experts predict will be an active 2024 hurricane season. With as many as 25 named storms expected to develop, he called for prayer and action to protect the territory.
Once again, the hurricane season is here. Some of you may have heard that experts expect as many as 25 named storms to develop during the 2024 hurricane season. As your elected leader, I take no pleasure in sharing that factors like the very warm waters of the Atlantic, which tend to fuel storms and hurricanes, signal such high levels of storm activity for the region. I hope you will join me in a prayer to protect the Virgin Islands and all our brothers and sisters throughout the Caribbean and Atlantic from any storms that may develop.
The government has already begun seasonal preparedness activities and coordinating with regional and international partners. However, the Premier emphasized that everyone has a role to play in getting the territory ready for potential storms.
We will also take action to be ready. As a government, preparedness activities have been underway for some time. Seasonal activities like the clearance of guts, assessment of emergency shelters, revision plans, and coordination with our regional and international partners are a matter of routine that we do not overlook. Of course, government cannot accomplish the task of getting the territory prepared alone. Everyone has a part to play.
Residents are being encouraged to create a plan that accounts for their unique situation. In addition to having a plan, individuals and families should take measures to protect their property, such as identifying necessary repairs, clearing debris from yards, and acquiring supplies to secure their space.
When it comes to your home and business, begin by having a plan that accounts for your unique situation. If your location is on the coast, plan for the possibility of storm surge. If you have a property under construction, Plan how you will clear and secure your site. If you have a chronic medical condition, plan what to do if the usual avenues for care are delayed. Because weather systems can change course and intensify from day to day, it is important that we closely monitor conditions. The Department of Disaster Management issues daily weather information and updates on any system with the potential to impact the territory. To receive emergency alerts on your mobile device, you can utilize the DDM Emergency Alert app or their new WhatsApp channel. Once you have a plan in place, you will also need to take measures to protect your property. This may mean identifying any repairs that put you at risk, clearing debris from your yard, or acquiring supplies to help you secure your space if a storm appears imminent. If you do not have insurance, please consider investing in a policy that will help you rebuild if we face a serious impact. Individuals and families should also have food, water, medication, and other essential supplies on hand. Again, each family's essential needs may not be the same. I urge everyone in the Virgin Islands to take time now to think through what you will need to be safe and comfortable for at least a few days in case a storm or other disasters cut off your access to daily conveniences. If you are able, please support friends and neighbors with assembling their own emergency supplies.
The Premier concluded the address by reminding citizens that while the path of a storm cannot be controlled, by working together, the Virgin Islands can be ready for whatever the 2024 hurricane season may bring. The government of the Virgin Islands has taken a significant step towards improving public service delivery with the launch of a comprehensive customer service experience framework. The framework, introduced by the Director of Customer Service, Ms. Kitimon Rebane, establishes customer service standards, strategies, and formal guidelines for interactions within clients across the government, offices, and various scenarios. Ms. Rebane emphasized the importance of excellence in customer service as the driving force behind sustained improvement within the public service. She said, and I quote, "We are committed now more than ever to ensuring public officers are required and equipped with the necessary tools to deliver on their task. Our primary focus must be serving the public and meeting the needs of our clients as we continue to build confidence and trust in the public service through a renewed vision and dedication for excellence in service delivery." The newly launched framework outlines the principles of the public service's vision for customer service experiences through a common purpose. It highlights the need to provide quality service that continuously meets the needs of clients and establishes trust and confidence in government services. The framework is designed to be a living document that will be continuously adjusted to ensure policies, standards, and behaviors across the service remains timely, in line with the accepted standards. As a key component within the framework, Ms. Rebane has also established the safety, authenticity, friendliness, and efficiency of services and its standards. The standard emphasizes the importance of maintaining safety for clients when they or their information is within the care of the public service. It also stresses the needs for authenticity through professionalism and mortality friendliness as the cornerstone for all interactions and efficiency as a skill in the execution of duties. Public Service Transformation Manager Mrs. Kishan Cupid Brathwaite said, and I quote, "The release of a customer service experience framework for the public service represents another step towards becoming a world-class public service. Our focus on improvements in customer service is unwavering, and accomplishments like these are a testament to the work that has been ongoing." Christopher Arthur Hughes, a Canadian YouTuber known for his videos under the account, and I quote, "Chris Must List," has been charged with sedition in Trinidad and Tobago after posting videos featuring interviews with local gang members who expressed opposition to the government. Hughes appeared in court on Monday and was ordered to surrender his passport with bail set at $100,000. The investigations into Hughes began after he posted the videos on his YouTube page, which has a 326,000 subscribers. The Trinidad and Tobago police stated that the videos featured, and I quote, individuals professing to be gang members, advocating criminal activities, and using threatening language. Now, law enforcement sources reveal that a search warrant was executed at a local location in West Trinidad where Hughes was staying, and several items, including cameras and a laptop, were seized. Hughes has developed an online persona as a global trotting content creator, with videos allegedly showing him visiting, and I quote, the most dangerous areas in various countries. The videos featuring Trinidad, which have since been deleted from his YouTube account, appeared to show Hughes in the areas considered, and I quote, hotspots due to high crime rates, interviewing people within various Trinidadian communities. Global Affairs Canada has confirmed that they are aware of the reports of a detained Canadian and are providing consular assistance. Prosecutors could recommend a summary trial, leaving Hughes with some options. If he accepts that route, the matter would be decided by a magistrate. However, if Hughes decides to have his case reviewed by the High Court, he could face stiffer penalties. With a summary conviction, Hughes could expect a fine of up to $3,000 or 2 years in prison, while a conviction in the High Court could result in a $25,000 fine and 5 years in prison. Now, according to the Trinidad and Tobago Guardian newspaper, Hughes has previously faced legal issues with authorities in Cuba and Somalia, having been deported from Cuba for flying a drone in Havana and from Somalia for throwing money at poor people. The case draws attention to Trinidad and Tobago's Sedition Act, which has been used to charge several notable people within the past, including Yasin Abu Bakar, who led a deadly 1990 attempted coup against the government. In October of 2023, the Privy Council in London dismissed an appeal challenging the constitutionality of the sections of this act. We'll, of course, keep you posted on this story. Viewers, up next, we have more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Some claim that the age of a true gentleman is far behind us, but we disagree. He may appear in different guises today, but the values and ideals that make him a gent still stand. The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman by yours truly, Ron Grant, presents Season 6. Introducing Sheldon Frett, actor, film producer, writer. Daylon Vantapool, entrepreneur. Terrence Neal, creative director. Chad George, entrepreneur. Humphrey Liu, financial services professional. Jamali DJ Molly Thomas, sales manager. Kai DeCastro, entrepreneur. Dean the Sportsman Greenaway, journalist. St. Clair Steady Fleming, entrepreneur. Devon Cowell, brand specialist. Robert Green, footballer. And Rick S.S. Grant, author, The Art of a Distinguished Gentleman, coming June 5th, exclusively on 284 Media, inspiring a generation of greatness.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. It was a weekend filled with healthy entertainment and excitement as corporate businesses, track clubs, and schools from the primary and secondary divisions converged at the A.O. Shirley Recreation Grounds to participate in the inaugural Patrick Harrigan Relays. Our Kamal Haynes has more on this story.
Day one of the highly anticipated event kicked off with an opening ceremony, which saw the participants parading across the track, representing their respective primary schools. After the opening remarks from the officials, which included the acting chief education officer and the Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, the crowd in attendance witnessed fierce competition between the 9 participating primary schools. Of the 8 finals, Eunice Adams Primary won the senior boys 4x100 and the under 9 girls 4x50. Joy Samuels won the senior girls 4x100 and the under 9 boys 4x50. Brigada Flat Educational Center took the under 11 boys 4x100 and the senior boys 400 meter sprint medley. Francis Letsom took the under 11 girls 4x100 and Robinson O'Neill Primary the senior girls 800 meter sprint medley. Well, let's take a look at the closely contested under 9 girls 4x50 meter relay final and the senior boys 4x100 meter final.
And they're ready now. And they're off.
Seems like an even start, Paul. As you can see, coming up there in the purple.
Yes.
We have first handoff, and it's good.
Purple still lead.
On the inside, Paul, look close on the inside. It looks good on the inside.
Yes, there's
She hands
lane
off
1
first.
as well.
Yes. So
lane 1 and lane 4. It's going to be a tight one.
It's got a good race going on here. Oh,
oh dear, this one came through very fast.
That's the yellow.
This could be
good. This could be good. It could be good. Eunice Adams still taking it. It was
very close indeed in the end.
Yes.
I'd be keen to see the times on that one. It's a clean break.
Yes.
Should be a good one. Yes. All even up to this point, Carl.
Yes.
No one really seems well. Lane 7.
Yes, that looks like
Francis Lane 7 certainly is ahead. Oh, not a good exchange there, but oh my goodness. Lane 5.
Of course, Eunice Adams. Francis Letsom.
Yeah, that kid is quick on that backstretch. Yeah. Oh my goodness. He's flying.
Good. Oh yeah.
That Eunice Adams all the way.
The battle is for second place.
Second place. This was second place.
Oh yes, that's a fight for second place.
Oh, this is a tight one.
It's good. Yes.
So there you have it.
As you can hear the noise in the background.
Yes.
The entertainment continued into day 2 of the event, which saw a much larger crowd in attendance. At the secondary school level, the Elmore Stout High School swept the relay events, taking the under 15, 17 and open girls and boys 4x100 and 4x400 meter relays. Well, let's take a look at the girls 4x100 meter relay final.
And they're off. It's an even break. Let's see how we start. Oh dear me, somebody's already injured. Under 17, but why would she have? Rax is looking for the victory. Oh, this is going to be a tight one. This is going to be a tight one. Yeah. Here comes Asia McMaster. Here comes McMaster. McMaster's trying to take her down. McMaster's coming for her. Can McMaster catch her? Can McMaster catch her? Can McMaster catch her? McMaster catch her?
Yes.
She's taking her out.
There was also stiff competition between the track clubs, with Talent X taking the Open Women 4x100 meter final, Top Notch with the Open Men 4x100 meter and Open Men 4x400 meter finals, and Raw Skills the Open Women 4x400 meter final. But certainly, the crowd favorite was the corporate races, which saw FSU regulators taking the women 4x100 meter final, Republic Bank the men 4x100 meter final, and Roadrunners the mixed 800 meter sprint medley final. Well, here's a look at the corporate men and women finals.
Go, and they're off. This could be a good one, Carl. Look for the police. Look for the look at red. Look at that guy in red. Education. Education is out there. Oh my goodness. Education is out there. He's waiting. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This could be a good finish. Yeah, the police. The police. Oh, here comes the police.
The bank.
Oh, the bank. This could be tight.
Yeah.
The bank. The bank. The bank.
Yeah,
The bank.
Catch him.
The bank.
Catch him.
The bank.
Can't catch him.
The bank.
You can't catch him.
Where the
police is
police? Where the police?
The police is 5th and 6th.
Oh, the police come 5th and 6th. And they're off. It's a clean break. Mr. Potter, how's it look to you?
Well,
yes, it's a nice start. The yellow is right out there in the outside lane.
Yeah.
But education isn't looking bad either.
Yes, let's see.
But the yellow is still ahead. Oh, here we go.
Hand off.
Coming fast is lane 3, but education totally out of it. Are they running without a baton? I think education have decided they're going to run the race without the baton. This is interesting. Mr. Potter, I've never seen it done before. I have never seen somebody run a race without a baton. But there you have it.
Reporting for 284 News, I am Kamal Haynes.
Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com and of course on our WhatsApp channel, as well as to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. I'll see you again tomorrow. Have a beautiful and safe evening. Goodbye.